So we are back here with another video, man, and today we just need to talk about this whole JC2K and Carlo situation because this is really interesting. This is really, really interesting. So obviously, we had an account, JC2K Flare AI, play Carlo in a triple threat game, right? And a lot of people are saying, oh, it's Flare AL, it's not Flare AI, this is a different account, which that has been proven that there's two separate accounts. So anyone saying that, oh, JC2K just locked in AK after posting that one photo, no, that's not the case. These are two separate accounts. I do think that there is still a possibility that both of them do belong to JC. I do. I'm not trying to, with this whole situation, speculate too much because I truly don't know what the case is, but it's either that or Carlo just did actually get stream sniped by somebody with this account without even really planning it or anything, which that's also possible. Or this was all a plan devised by Carlo and had somebody play him on purpose with that account to kind of get the engagement. So it's one of those three things. And after all of this happened, right, we kind of saw JC get like really upset about it. And that is kind of the part that makes this even more interesting. Because if I was JC and this was some dude on this other account trying to act like it was him or whatever, I would just be laughing about it. And the fact that he is getting upset as he is honestly a little bit sus, in my opinion. Because usually, if something like this happens and the person isn't guilty, they'll kind of just laugh it off, like, oh, these idiots, whatever. But him, like, getting really defensive and really, just pissed at Carlo kind of leads me to believe that maybe there is something else going on here. Maybe JC does have two accounts, and the theory of him using one account and then losing, and then he can kind of use the other account to say that that wasn't his account. It is possible. There is a non-zero chance that this is the case. You know what I mean? So, yeah, the whole thing is really, really interesting, and I just think that guilty parties always get the most defensive. Usually, if someone is not a guilty party, they will not get as upset as JC does. And I don't know, that kind of makes it a little bit more interesting, in my opinion, as I said, man. So, and obviously, JC, a lot of content creators in the Myteam space right now are going towards the drama side of things, be that because there's a lack of content or be that because that is just kind of what is getting views and attention right now. People are kind of eating it up. There's a few people that hate it, and I think JC is one of those people that does hate it because he didn't even respond with a video or anything. He just responded with a couple messages on Twitter, um, trying to prove that he didn't lock in AK, all of that, and then a few messages where he was just really, really upset at Carlo, which this isn't. This is kind of like a straw that broke the camel's back situation with JC and Carlo because JC was already mad at Carlo for talking about him in videos before, but I don't know. I think JC, like, I don't really understand what the big deal is with Carlo talking about him in prior videos because I don't think that anything was really even worthy of getting upset at. Like, and even this, like I understand him being upset, but maybe not quite at the rate that he is. Like if I was in his position, I would just be laughing about it because the whole situation's hilarious, just like DBG has said. So, yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation. And to be honest, to JC, I would rather you make some videos on this or make some videos on the drama rather than just making a video every day complaining about all the pack drops, complaining about the lack of content, complaining about everything in the game. Let's see a little bit of a response to Carlo, man. Let's keep this going. Like, you know what I mean? So, anyway, that is just my opinion. There is a few things that could be going on here. I understand because of Carlo with the whole Wemby snipe thing last year. He got upset at me and he said, the video where Carlo shouted me out, he shouted me out and said, well, I just don't really like the fact that he doesn't think my Wemby snipe was real, but shout out to him because he makes good videos. So that was a good shout out. I appreciate that. But, like, come on. we need a little bit more. If you're going to come and say that the Wemby snipe was legit, like everything points to the fact of it not being legit. So with that kind of being something that happened, this does make me like Carlo has that kind of on his record. I don't think JC has anything like that on his record at all. So I think that that leads more people to believe that Carlo is doing something fishy here. But either way, who cares? Like, let's just laugh about it, man. Like, why is this so serious coming from a JC2K's perspective? Like, why can't we all just laugh about this? Like, this is hilarious. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Leave a like on the video, man. And with all of that being said, I'll be back with more content soon, and I will see you guys in the next video.